not exactly sure what Miss Teresa said in the beginning. I was outside recomposing myself just for a moment. Wow. There's a lot of people here. It's awesome. It really is. Thank you guys. Really. I'm Ryan Hartley. If you don't know me, it's Chris's partner. It was an honor, I suppose. And there's my other mama. And my oldest friend. Thank you. So, there are a few things that I want to say. I did write something last night. I'm going to do my best to read it. There is something that I want to say from the heart. And the very end, I found, you recognize this. You know me for a long time. It's my Random Thoughts book. I've carried around for years. And I allow anybody to write it, as long as it's dated and signed. Well, I found 2 entries in it yesterday that I did not know were there that were from Chris. So, first, I suppose I should thank some people individually for that outpouring of grace and love. My mother, Deborah Walters, for just being my mom. Making sure that I was there. My father, Terry Hartley, when you two found out, made a beeline. One of my dearest friends in the world, Anna Sampson, and her husband, Drew. I want you to know, guys, I love your daughter, and Tiff loves Thea too. She's amazing. And Drew, you're the best thing that ever happened to her. Thank you. I called Anna, and her first words out of her mouth were, "Where are you?" She was there within 10 minutes. She's not here right now. I'm going to keep the message to myself, but a very lovely woman named Joyce Steins sent a message to my mother to me that, in a sense, gave me peace about something that was tearing me up. Gosh, I should have written this. My adopted sister, Tana, and one of my 2 best friends, Jamie Littleman. You and TJ are my best friend. You're completely different, but I love you both equally. Tana and Jamie came and sat with me. Wouldn't let me be alone. Mandy Jones was willing to help pull down all these wonderful, beautiful pieces of art and display them. And even though she and I have a rocky path, she helped me take those first steps back through that door. I couldn't do it. That whole crowd over there, the local, you guys amaze me. Not only with the love and the grace that you have sent my way, you buckled down and you made it work. And you did it not just for one horrendous tragedy, but 2 horrendous tragedies in less than 24 hours. That love and that wherewithal astounds me. Colton and Elena, somehow you guys figured out how to cultivate that. Laura Lanier, you're 3 of the greatest leaders in the restaurant industry I've ever seen. I don't know how you guys did it. And not only did you do it, but you did it for 2 tragedies and during a busy weekend. That's amazing. And I can't even tell you how much I can thank you for that. And I know T feels the same way. Oh, gosh, who else? Also, obviously, everybody that donated. Oh, gosh. My former sister-in-law, Tiffany Filet, for reminding me of something. And everyone that donated. The outpouring of money and love, both publicly through the GoFundMe and privately has been nothing less than mind-boggling. So we're here to celebrate Chris's life. Please come up, tell a funny story, a memory, anything. Please laugh, cry, hug, talk. Look at the art, the pieces, and the stickers. The pieces that do not have labels under them are not taken. The ones that do have labels under them are claimed. There aren't a lot left, but she loved art, and she would never, ever give a piece away.
No, sell a piece.
Sell a piece, sorry. Thank you, Mom. Never sell a piece. Sometimes she would do a trade for one. So I have this that I'm going to try and read. It might take me 5 minutes to do so. Then just something I want to say, and then I'll do the thing with Chris. Okay. Leave it to Ryan Hartley to find peace and wisdom in a science fiction novel. This is what Tiffany reminded me of. That's all anybody can do right now. Live, hold out, survive. I don't know whether good times are coming back again, but I know that won't matter if we don't survive these times. Octavia E. Butler, Parable of the Sower, Urban Seed, Book 1. It's one of the most powerful pieces of literature I've ever read. It's good. If you haven't read it, do it. All right. Let's see how we do here, guys. And just so you know, I probably will cry. If you haven't seen me cry, I've just met you today. I choked around, cry on the line like a man. Okay. Christina T. Bird Marie Standen is an unsung hero, and their song deserves to be sung. I will now attempt to sing that song for everyone here today. No, I'm not going to sing, even though I like doing it. This will be part eulogy and part letter from me to Chris. Look, baby, I'm writing, and I won't even ask you to write my name or sign my name. So let's put it in gear, mother. Insert expletive I'll not say in front of my nana. Because we are about to take a ride, and T-Bird Standen has the wheel now. Born on September 14th, 1994, to the lovely lady Jackie Bryant. I don't know if that was her name at the time, but it is now, so that's what we're going with. In Horry County, Chris was a force to be reckoned with. Young Jackie may or may not have known, but she had just given birth to someone who would have a profound effect on the people and world around her, which would in turn create a ripple effect that continues to grow. I met Chris in 2015 on the porch at Murphy's on a beautiful summer day. She was wearing a black Metallica Ride the Lightning t-shirt, spiked leather bracelets, spiked leather choker, torn leather jeans, black boots, and rose-colored John Lennon glasses. Rock on, I thought. Did I read that? I totally read it. If you know, you know. Anywho, she was sitting at the cool person table, the employee table, the regulars table. The audacity. How could I, Ryan Hartley, Aok-Mok, a proud card-carrying member of the Society of Murphy, sit at another table? I could not stand for it. So in true Murphy's fashion, I sat down, introduced myself, and started a conversation. Not knowing it would lead to a deep friendship between Chris, myself, and my wife at the time, Mandy. Then our lives changed, we got together, fell for each other, and now I'm standing before you today, trying to give Chris the honor they deserve. In my not-so-humble opinion, we are all lucky to have known Chris. Truly selfless, discerning, and generous to a fault, we are just a few of Chris's qualities. I'll give you two examples. First, when my niece by self-adoption, Phaedra, and her boyfriend needed a place to stay for a bit during the winter of 2021, she didn't call me. Phaedra called Chris. And Chris didn't ask me. She told me, Ryan, Phaedra and Austin are going to stay with us for a bit, and while I know you won't, you can't say no. So I said yes, and I'm pretty sure her mom is still mad at me about that. Also, on a side note, as long as everything worked out as hoped, the lovely lady who made me a proud self-adopted great uncle is joining us virtually from Asheville, along with Mary McHugh in Colorado and Miranda Hawkins in Nevada. My next example is more recent. I bought a gift certificate. I bought a gift certificate to Ori's Game Corner for Chris for Christmas this year. It's where all the random stickers came from. Chris, being the wonderfully whimsical soul that I fell for, bought a bunch of stickers and a Pete Squishmallow. About a week or two later, Chris and I were playing board games with our friend Tiffany. Chris decided she wanted Tiffany's daughter Maggie to have it. And from what I understand, Maggie loves it. The stickers are stuck all over my microwave now. I once watched her spend her last $15 on sushi for a stranger. You see, Chris knew what it was like to be cold on the streets in winter. She knew the joy and the comfort found in a stuffed animal, and what it's like not knowing where your next meal will come from, and found joy in giving warmth, joy and comfort and nourishment. And I truly know that she would have done that even if she had never felt them. I read a story told by Q on Chris's Facebook page about an hour before I started writing this. I hope he shares it. It's got all the things: a mystery solved, a heroine putting himself at risk against odds, and brass knuckles. These acts of kindness made Chris a hero. Chris had a witty sense of humor that constantly caught me off guard. She would make these cute little noises and voices that would either make me belly laugh or annoy the crap out of me. Get Chris and Anderson together, and your abs would be sore the next morning. One time after dark, they had me laughing so hard I could barely drive. That's a true story, Anderson. I could barely drive, bro. Chris loved tiny things, nerdy things, and music was her love language. Can't even begin the hours we spent showing each other new songs. Gonna miss that. She could sing, but only if she was comfortable around. They were an artist, if you can't tell. Her sense of color still astounds me. I've only met a few other people who literally think in colors. Chris is one of those three. I'm sure I know others, but who they are is a mystery. In honor of that, these paintings are here. Time to wind this down. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry to bring this back up. Anyway, I wrote and spoke about ripples earlier. And I want to bring that back just for a moment. Sorry, Phaedra, but you're up again. Last night I was writing this on Tuesday, so Monday night, Phaedra told me, and I quote, "In so many ways, I strive to be like Chris." Now, Chris just did what Chris did. She showed and helped someone she cared about, showed compassion, support, love, and generosity in the time of need. Now, that's a stone in the pond. Some lessons Phaedra teaches her child is the ripple. And that will continue with all of us when Chris affected. Stones upon stones, ripple upon ripple. When it comes down to it, even when she failed, Chris wanted people to love, care for one another through acts of kindness and generosity. So that's the gobbledygook that a man that can't wrote. Can't write. So, first I want to tell a funny story. Chris loved to swim. She was a heck of a swimmer too. The first time we went snakehead together, I was in the water showing her where it was safe to jump. And that crazy lady, person, then they, him, whatever, depending on their mood, just dove right in a very shallow spot. Scared the living crap out of me. So she wasn't coming back up. And I started to freak. I started moving forward, and she popped out, booped me on the nose, and turned around and swam up the current. Right after that, she kicked the river otter in the face by accident. Literally the only time I've ever seen a river otter in the wild. Right after being kicked. So, what I want to share with you from my heart, I don't know why I have to say this, but I do, because it's true. Like all of us, we have a journey to take. It's not always easy, and we are our own worst enemies. Chris constantly dealt with feelings of inadequacy, worthlessness, self-doubt, all of that. And as much as possible, I tried to impart to her that was not true, that she was worthy. What one of our favorite artists, a man named Amigo the Devil. If you listen to his stuff, it's amazing, it's very powerful, it can be very dark. Just to warn you, this section is not dark, in my opinion. But one of her favorite lines was, "Everyone is born with self-worth. How easily it turns to doubt. It takes letting go of what we know we can't live without." In so many ways, that was close. So, me being me, trying to give love and honor to somebody who deserves it, I just want you all to know, you're worthy. She loved everybody. We have white people, black people, brown people. We have Christians, we have Wiccans, we have people that just love. We have Buddhists. You're all here. She loved you all. We have rich, we have poor, we have happy, we have sad, we have children, we have old. She loved you all. And every single person in this room is worthy. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise. No preacher, no boss, no girlfriend, no boyfriend, not society, especially not yourself. Because we are worthy. We are worthy of love. We deserve respect. We deserve kindness. And we deserve to give that back. There's my preaching moment. It's just, I had to do that. So, I'll end this, and then please somebody else come up and speak. We've got the room for 2 hours. We don't necessarily have to take it all, but speak, talk, mingle, love. That's why we're here. This isn't, I know we're all sad, but this isn't a normal service. This is a celebration of life. This is people brought together for the purpose of one. So, random thoughts, folks. Pain is relative. No one person's pain is greater or lesser than another's. You are experiencing life. Chris, 10/15/2021. I knew about that one vaguely. This one, however, I did not see until yesterday. Life is funny. Life is mean. Life is kind. Life is bleak. However, if you keep waking up, you are at least alive and breathing. Christina Marie Scandit, updated 1/5/20. That's really all I felt like I needed to say. Jackie, you're amazing. Jack, I'm sorry if this embarrasses you, but I'm going to say in front of however many people in here, you are the most amazing 21-year-old man I've ever met. The way you have handled yourself with composure, grace, and dignity through this is astounding to me. And as messed up as it sounds, because I'm 20 years older than you, when I grow up, I hope to be more like Jack Bryan. She adored you. So, please, somebody else, feel like you want to.
But they said they can hear, right?